Om Sairam. My name is Kannan. I am the HoD of IT department in Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences, Prasanthigram. I first heard about Bhagawan when I was a kid. It so happened that when I was born into a family of devotees. My grandmother came to Puttaparthi in the year 1960, followed very soon by my father. My grandmother settled down here from 1961 onwards. So when I was born, I was already in a family of devotees who are worshipping Bhagawan on a daily basis. We also do bhajans every week, seva activities, everything. So from my day one, I am in Swami's fold in Sai way of life. So we used to worship him every day, go to Balavikas classes, programs, bhajans, everything. So naturally I had a very good inclination to come to Parthi, and unfortunately due to so many circumstances, when I was in my childhood, early childhood, I couldn't really make it to Parthi, but I was always looking for an opportunity when to come to Parthi. And that happened somewhere when I was 10 years old, 1976-78, where for Shivaratri, I made it first time to Parthi. So Bhagawan came for darshan. The first time I saw the God whom I worshipped for so many years. It's an experience that cannot be described fully, but I'll make an effort to do so. So many years we have worshipped the form, and when we see face to face, it's totally a different experience. It takes you into so much bliss, undescribable bliss, that we yearn to be here and never go back home. So that is the impression I had, that I should stay in this place. So much so, my parents and even when we were children, we get Amachitra Katha, so many things. We read about Krishna, how he behaved with this Gopas, Gopikas, all that. So I used to feel that Krishna was a succor for them, and they were so lucky they had God himself amidst them. Little to realize that I am going to face the same situation in my life. So when it so happened that I landed in Parthi, I had a similar experience, that we have somebody whom we can totally rely on, whom we can love, and who will respond to every request or every need of yours. So that was a great experience. After coming here, I developed a lot of liking for the place, and I somehow wanted to settle down here only in Parthi for my further studies. And that happened in the year 1982 when I completed my 12th standard, came to Parthi and waited here for Bhagawan to give me a chance to join his college. And with Bhagawan you have to always pray, you have to request him and show your genuineness in joining the institute. So I used to pray to him every day and give a letter. Swami used to smile but take the letter, say nothing. So one day again and again I pestered him and said, I want to join your college. So Swami told me, okay, do one thing. You're asking me every day, you can go and see the principal here. I was very, very thrilled. I said, wow, Swami has told me to go and see the principal, it's over now. So I went to see the principal. So when the principal saw me, he said, what do you want? I said, sir, I came here because Bhagawan asked me to meet you. Very good. What else you want? I said, nothing, sir, so I want to join this college. Fine, but all admissions are over. Sir, I don't know that, but Swami asked me to see you. Very good. You have seen me? Go back. So I came back, again sat in the line. Then Swami came, looked at me and said, what happened? I said, Swami, you told me to see. I went and saw. He said, very good, you have seen me, you can go back. So Swami also had a hearty laugh and went away. I was left crying. I said, Swami, what is this? You have not done anything for me. My class is gone now. I can't do anything. He's saying, I can't take you this year. All that. So my father also was slightly worried because, 1 year is lost if you don't join anywhere. Like, April, May, June, July. If that crosses, after that, no university will have admission open. So they were also praying to Bhagawan. At that time, a call came from Whitefield saying that the college there has advertised for students for BSc, UG course. Whoever is interested can come and join. So I was so thrilled to join Swami's Institute. I said, it's okay. If not Parthi, Whitefield I can join. So taking that opportunity, I thought somewhere in Swami's college, if not in Parthi, at least Vrindavan, I should be able to join. So I quickly reached Vrindavan, and then there was an interview going on for undergraduate courses. So I applied for BSc, and I was called for an interview, and the warden asked me whether I would be able to put up with the discipline which is required as part of life of a Sathya Sai student, whether I will put up with all the days full schedule which is pre-planned, which is compulsory for all students, like morning getting up for Suprabhatam, onwards Nagar Sankirtan, then come for prayers, then go to college, come back in the evening, bhajans. Are you ready for all this session, which you wouldn't have done so far? Then I told him, no sir, my grandmother, parents all are devotees. My grandmother is settled in Puttaparthi for a long time. So we are exposed to this type of Sai way of life, and I'm ready for it. That's how I opted to come here. Then he said, I'm very happy that you already have a background of Sai, this thing. Only thing is, if you slip anywhere in your discipline, I'll send you home. Then I told the warden that this chance will never arise, because my life has been like that so far, and I don't need to do any drastic change in my life to accommodate here. He was very happy to hear that. Then he said a wonderful question, which I didn't expect from the warden. He said, do you think I'll select you? Then I paused for a second, and then I told, sir, I am selected. Which he was astounded by the answer. He said, very good. That's the confidence you should have. He said, you are selected. Please go ahead. So that's my entry as a Sai student. This was followed by another very, very pleasant surprise, which I never knew will happen. Next day, Bhagawan arrived in Vrindavan in the morning. So all of us ran to Swami's residence to receive him. And the moment he landed, he opened the door, he got down. You know what? He spotted me and said, oh, you have come. So I knew my plan was for him to take here. Only thing is, he kept it in a suspense, which I couldn't wait with full faith in his plan. See, that's what usually happens in life. Some things in your life, what you ask for may not be immediately given. You are very upset about it. But you don't know that he has planned something better. Actually, when I look back now I realize Vrindavan was such a beautiful place to be with Bhagawan. It was really like a small Gokulam, where Krishna would spend with all his Gopikas and Gopalas. It was a small private place, but beautifully Bhagavan interacted with every student, so close. And Swami used to so many times tell, Vrindavan is my playground and Parthi is my official place. So I was so lucky that I joined in a college where his playground was situated. So that way, it was purely Bhagavan's grace, which I understood later on. So the delay was well meant. So justice may be delayed but never denied. That's what I learned from that lesson. Then the next thing which I was put to was, I saw that Swami used to come out in the morning at 7:30. There are a lot of deers there, a lot of animals, which Swami will personally go and feed. So we all had the opportunity of carrying the food, bananas, vegetables, all that, and give to Bhagavan. Bhagavan will give to those animals. So many students had an opportunity, like somebody gives for 1 minute, then he comes back, another person gets a chance. That we all took chance to give to Bhagavan. So when it came to my turn, I gave the flowers, fruits to Swami, and Swami gave it to the animals. And I just, one thought passed in my mind, these animals are so lucky that they are able to eat from his hands. Whereas I am only supplying, I can't eat from his hands. Then Swami immediately looked at me and responded, you are also looking like a deer only, no difference. So this shows how Bhagavan, knows really what you are thinking every moment. And life with Bhagavan as a student, I remember, he was so kind as a mother, no doubt. Showered a lot of love, lot of care on each of us. But at the same time, he also makes sure to each of us that he knows every breath of ours. You cannot hide anything from him. Like it so happened, when I came to Parthi, I used to like to meditate those days. So what I did is, I climbed up the hill, went, and there was a cave. I sat and meditated and came back. So in the evening when Swami came for darshan, he came straight to me and said, how was the cave? Was it very nice? I know. He went and sat there and meditated. So these are all small questions, small things which reveal his omnipresence in such a beautiful way. One more experience which I can recollect here, it gives so much joy to me and as well as people who hear, is in Vrindavan, in the old Vrindavan, many of you will remember that there are so many big black ants all over the place. Because huge Ashoka trees will be there, they'll be full of black ants. And they'll cross all the way. And Swami will walk beautifully among them and keep going. So one day I was standing next to Swami as Swami was passing by with my hands folded. As Swami passed, I naturally look at his feet, so I looked at his feet. I saw one ant just enter under his feet. He put his leg on that. Immediately I smiled and said, Swami, you have stepped over an ant. I don't know what happened to it. And you won't believe, when he lifted his leg, I saw the ant had stretched its legs and it was lying down. The moment he lifted its legs, it got up and just walked as though nothing happened. I said, Swami, what is such a beautiful blessing you are showing, that it is lying down, you have stepped over it and still nothing happened. It just got up, it didn't shake his body, nothing. As though just got up, it just walked away. So, such small leelas gives us a lot of joy. And one more nice incident which I remember is when Swami in Vrindavan used to climb the stairs to go to his room. So as he climbs the stairs and goes to his room, we students will stand near the stairs. So what we'll do, just to get a touch of his, we put all our hands on the stair, side railing. We put our hands. So Swami has got no other option except to hold our hands and climb. So he used to hold our hands and keep climbing up every day. So like that, we took every opportunity to touch him. So that was the joy of being with him in Vrindavan as a young boy. And suddenly one day my grandmother rang up and said, Swami in Puttaparthi has announced that he is going to put thread for all students. Are you interested? I said, yes, very much. So please let us have a chance. So my father went and prayed to Swami and my name was included. And we all went to Parthi. And there was a huge thread ceremony for about 500 to 600 students held in the Purnachandra auditorium where all of us sat. Bhagawan came and individually put the thread for every student in his own hands, then went back to the stage, then gave a discourse on Gayatri Mantra, how it should be chanted. Then he also chanted the Gayatri Mantra and told us to chant for the first time. So that is how we had the very great opportunity, I should say, to be blessed by the Lord himself with the Gayatri Mantra. So this is one of the greatest blessings, I should say, I had in my life with Bhagawan. And in Parthi those days was very, very beautiful. There were no much sheds, no much accommodation like it is there now. I first remember when I came to Parthi, I used to sleep in the sands next to Ganesh Mandir. So beautiful. There used to be those, big scorpions, black scorpions. It will just go next to you. It will climb over your bed, go that side. Next day morning when you get up and remove your bed sheet, it will fall out. But none of them will bite. It's something extraordinary. You will only have to experience to know about it. Even during the 60th birthday, Swami announced the same thing. He said, thousands of devotees are packed here. Tell me one case who was bitten by anything. Even an ant. Let me see. That's the protection which the Lord gives, and that's how he takes care of his devotees. So that's how our experience was in Parthi those days. So when we came to the official headquarters where Bhagawan is, we see the difference. He is officially a master, much more serious, but of course the same love, but in a different way. And it so happened that during our times, we went to college and came back. One day I was very ill. A lot of fever, cough, phlegm, all that. So I was just sitting there and Swami passed by on the veranda. As he passed by, I told him, Swami, so much fever, I am not able to sit. What to do? Then immediately he looked like that. Moment the thought came, immediately he looked there and 2 seconds only, his eyes stayed on me and then he passed by. Then I realized that I started sweating. Within 2 minutes, all the fever was gone. I was normal. See, if I tell this experience, many people will think, hey, it might be a coincidence, but as an experiencer myself, I know how it happened, how Bhagavan's look fell on me and it resulted in so many things. So like that, each of these experiences of Bhagavan was so unique, so beautiful, that it can only be experienced to understand. I cannot relate the sweetness in its 100%, but I can do my best to relate it to you. One more incident I remember where Bhagavan called us one morning and he asked us, tell me why I called you today. We tried to guess. Some of them told, Swami, it's our prarabdha. Swami said, no. Swami, it's your pure grace. No. Swami, it's just your love. No. Swami, it's our love. So no, not at all possible. Then we didn't know what else to tell. So many other answers, and finally Swami told, okay, I'll tell you the answer. I know you cannot guess it. And when you hear the answer, even you will be baffled. He told, I called you all to avoid a person who is waiting outside just to catch me and ask me 100 unnecessary questions. That is all it is. This simple answer you are not able to give me. So we all laughed and Swami also laughed with us. Swami told, you know how intelligent Bhagavan is? There are so many types of people who come to me. Some are very, very cunning. Some are very, very intelligent, very knack, people with knack. Try to come and catch me and try to get their things done. But this Sai has got much more intelligence than any of them put together. So obviously he can escape everything. I'll tell you one story. Listen, then you will know what I did. I said, okay, Swami, so interesting. So Bhagavan told, once I went to Chennai. In Chennai, I went to one stadium to give a discourse. So I climbed the stage. When I climbed the stage and stood on the stage and just saw the whole audience once so that they can have darshan, one person in the front row stood up, raised both his hands on top of his head and started shouting, Sai, Parabrahmam, Sathya Sai, Sai Ram, all that. Whatever people tried around, he didn't calm down. And I have come to give a discourse and people are waiting. Now how I can delay this process? You know what I did? I can't throw him out, he is my devotee. So what I did? I created a big candy. I called him and stuffed it into his mouth. And before that candy melted, I finished my discourse. So this is the humorous part of Bhagavan, how so beautifully he shares some of these things which enthralls all of us. He's so full of love, at the same time he teaches a lesson. Swami also keeps telling us now and then, always never harm others, never harm yourself, you should escape in between. So Swami used to tell, Tanu noppu padaga, paralani noppinchaga, tappinchukone sumati. This is what I do. So like that, these are all small incidences which Bhagavan illustrates in his own life, giving such experiences, such beautiful anecdotes. See, this what I shared so far was humorous incidents, but there are some incidents which Bhagavan tells, by which he teaches us very valuable lessons. One such incident which I would like to recollect, where Bhagavan spoke about being present when you are with him, alert. A beautiful incident which helps everybody. Swami said he has seen so many sevadals come and help him whenever he does Narayan Seva, distribution of clothes, distribution of food. He said one sevadal was so alert that he helped Swami. Swami told, I'll narrate you that incident so that you understand. Once it seems what Swami did, he was distributing clothes, saris, to devotees. So as he was distributing devotee saris, he used to hold it in his left hand, keep throwing it like this. So as he was walking, his robe, he stumbled and just falling. He is just falling. And this person was standing before Swami with the bundle. And what will you do? Swami asked this. What we will do? We are all dumbfounded because we told we'll try to hold Swami. I know that's a clumsy thing you will do. But I will tell you what this Sevadal did, which I very much appreciate. Swami said he had so much presence of mind that he told holding Swami will look ugly in the public. So what he did, with his right hand, he hit Swami's right hand so that the sari in the hand falls off, and he fell before Swami. So Swami just put his hand on his back and stood. So Bhagawan told, this presence of mind is what I appreciate. You do things in such a way that you help the divine but still don't make it look clumsy in front of an audience. Such a beautiful experience Bhagawan himself recollected about a Sevadal helping him. These type of inputs are so valuable that divine shares with you so that your awareness, your presence of mind improves. That's what Swami wants all his students to learn from his own life. So that way Bhagavan is verily an embodiment of love who speaks from his own life as his message. He doesn't have a separate message. His own life is our message.